Hello everyone, 𝖘𝖍𝖆𝖙𝖆𝖗 here. I know it's been a huge while, but I had to work on lots of different stuff, so finally I made some time. I managed some time to make another video, and this video will be about a cargo from Mythic Publishing. They actually support my native language channel, so they sent me some books for review. And I also wanted to share my first thoughts about them in English as well. And probably from now on, I will make my contents for both channel, like in Turkish and English as well. So here I am, and I would like to say that I apologize from the beginning if you hear interesting background noises, because my location is not so well, so sometimes you can hear some car noises maybe, but I don't know, I'm trying my best. So I have 3 books here. First of them is the One Ring role-playing game, Ruins of the Lost Realm. Another one is for 𝖘𝖍𝖙𝖆𝖙, it's Mythic Britain and Ireland. And the third one is our lovely alien RPG, Heart of Darkness. We will check these books in order. So we will start with the One Ring. Actually, it's interesting that the logo is only the One Ring instead of, the One Ring role-playing game. The cover actually looks really good, and it has the same material with core rulebook, so they keep their thing. And 𝖘𝖍𝖙 also has a similar thing, but it's actually interesting that Alien role-playing game doesn't have something similar. Maybe they wanted to give a little old-fashioned style for these books, and they wanted to give modern feel for Alien RPG. I'm not sure, but this looks really good. So there's a nice gift inside of the book. So this is 𝖘𝖍𝖆𝖙𝖆𝖗 map. I will not open this one, but I can feel that its paper is kind of thick and looks good, looks high quality. And this is the 𝖘𝖍𝖆𝖙 map. It looks great actually. I would like to have this kind of maps for the game, because sometimes you may have issues with locations and stuff, but right now it's just right under your hand. And we have the similar content page style, and we have fog over Eriador. Let's see, the city of 𝖘𝖍𝖆𝖙, Swanfleet, Londare, the dwarf halls of Harmelt, ruins of Cardolan, Erin Von, the lone lands of Minhiriot. I hope I read it correctly. And as a second chapter, we have a gathering storm, and under a gathering storm, the Black Númenóreans, the White Hand of Saruman. Oh, interesting. Raiders from Dunland, and other shadows. And for the landmark, and as you can see, the list goes a little bit long. As for landmarks, as you can see that the list goes As for landmarks, we can see that the old dwarf mines, the white towers, the tree of sorrow, the shrouded islets, Tindalin and Elven refuge, the Queen's Hall, the fields of slaughter, Weathertop, the Hill of the Sleeper, Mount Graham, Fort Ardas, and Ranger Haven. And we have appendix. There are lots of interesting informations actually. Having these different locations will help everyone to create interesting scenarios, I believe. I'm still having some struggles about deciding a subject of a game for now, so I will probably wait for some ready-made scenarios, but for those who are more creative about Lord of the Rings universe, will probably find this as an advantage. And we also see lots of nice artworks here. Really cool, interesting stuff. And we also have a ribbon here. Another beautiful thing in hardcover books. And we have Vaesen, Mythic Britain and Ireland. Actually, I really like Vaesen because it has some sort of folkloric thing, and also it helps you to meet with lots of different folkloric creatures, and I believe that you can easily adapt the concept into your own culture. So it also encourages you to create new stuff with your knowledge and culture. So for the contents, we have Mythic Britain and Ireland, and under that we have Four Nations, City Life, Important Cities, Rural Life, London, Heart of Empire, non-player characters, societies and groups, mysterious places, and parallel worlds. Actually, I'm not sure about what kind of information I will find under the title Parallel Worlds, but I can say that having specific non-player characters for the game could be nice. And societies and groups are also important resources because, when you gather up with your friends in an estate, you will need to find extra contacts sometimes, and this could be a nice resource for it. And in the second chapter, we have the society, and under that, the society, the history of the society, policies and operations, Rose House, and new archetypes. I believe that the new archetypes part is the most important thing because, different kind of cultures, different kind of geographies have different kind of lifestyles, and you can adapt them into new archetypes, but sometimes they're not matched with the current archetypes. So having new archetypes means new options, new opportunities to show your culture in this game. So that's really useful, I believe. As the third chapter, we have supernatural creatures, and it looks like we have lots of different creatures here. And I don't know, maybe you can create 2 or 3 session long mini scenarios for all of them, and the book will create you an interesting long campaign actually, because there are lots of creatures. I mean, I guess there are more than 10. Let me show you the list. And I believe that it's enough for creating an interesting long campaign actually. it's not like Dungeons and Dragons, so you don't need to 257 creatures or something like that. Just use a basin and make your investigation exciting, right? We also have three little scenarios here, like Old Mag, the 𝖘𝖍𝖆𝖙𝖆𝖙 incident, the Hampstead group, and handouts, background tables, and bibliography. The book has lots of interesting things actually, and when you wander in the pages, there are lots of interesting stuff, like non-player characters table, societies and groups, and information about them. These are probably the new archetypes. At least we can say that all creatures have some sort of image. And I believe that it's an interesting thing, and it's a nice advantage because, Call of Cthulhu released something called, what was that? Maleficius Monstrum or something like that. Malleus Monstrum, sorry. Malleus Monstrum, 2-volume creature book, monster book, or whatever it is, bestiary. And it has really short amount of creature images. I don't know if it's a need, but I saw that people were getting mad about that situation. So having these these creature images in this book for every creature is a nice advantage. So I guess that's all for Vaesen. And it's time for Alien. I can say that this book is kinda important because it completes the Dragon Strain saga. When Free League first started to send me some books, they also sent me the little Zine of Chariot of the Gods scenario. Actually, it has to be a part of the starter sets, I believe. They made a little jest about it. They sent me the Destroyer of Worlds, which is the second part of the Dragon Strain saga, and with Heart of Darkness, the saga is completed. So let's see what it has. So the first things first, you should check the inside of the box, because they made some sort of GM screen for Wandering RPG starter set. So I really would like to check inside of the box to see if there's something useful like a GM screen, but sadly we don't have it for this one. So we have some sort of cards here. We have 3 weapon and 1 vehicle card here. Or I don't know, maybe it's also a weapon. We have some story cards. They're probably helpful about the current situation in the game. And we also have personal agendas. So the feel of cards are really great. That's not something I could order from a printer. Actually, printer companies, they don't print in that quality. We have a games catalog here. So when we check it out, we see Wandering role-playing game, and you can see that there's a GM screen inside of the box. Actually, it's the other part of the box which has the map, and the box here has the informations with some necessary things like a GM screen. There's Tales from the Loop. Actually, they didn't say anything about Tales from the Loops yet, and I never asked. Maybe it's time to ask for it. I don't know. And there's a little note here: Amazon original series for Tales from the Loop. So, if you never checked that before, I really suggest that video series. I guess it doesn't reflect the it doesn't reflect all concept of Tales from the Loop, but it's still a nice thing to watch. There is Forbidden Lands, and I also don't have anything about Forbidden Lands yet. Twilight 2000. It's a World War III game actually, so it could be interesting. I don't know. Symbaroum. I have everything about Symbaroum digitally for Foundry, so I didn't think about to get them as printed, at least for now. We have Vaesen here. Vaesen has some sort of card component, as you can see here. Also has nice dice sets. And masterpiece, Mjörkborg. I can say that Mythic Publishing is not publishing the. I mean, how can I say that? Not the creator of Mjörkborg, but they help its publishing or distribution. Yeah, distribution. They help their distribution, and it's extremely beautiful. Also, the Game Master screen is the most useful material, probably. Yeah, I can say, because it has some little plastic things on the edges, so they hold the papers. If you want to change the interior content, you can change it however you want. And Mutant Year Zero, it's actually an underrated game. And there's also Coriolis. These two are underrated games. They deserve more attention, actually, I believe. We have the game scenario book, and as you can see, it's a soft cover. It looks like a special magazine, actually. And as you can see, it has bright papers like in magazines. I really don't like softcover books because, a little mistake will cause lots of trouble. Like, what if I accidentally bend it like this and it has some sort of mark on here like this? You cannot you cannot do that accidentally on hardcover books, so they're more durable, maybe. And we have character sheets here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 characters here. And on the other side, we can find their exact character sheet, because an empty character sheet looks like this more than this. So they're ready to use. That's a nice thing, but you won't waste these for a game. You will take a copy. There are 2 pages of handouts, and there's nothing on the back. And we have some maps, like, oh, these are player maps. USCSS Kronos class DFDL lifeboat map. And another player map. It's USCSS 𝖘𝖍𝖆𝖙𝖆𝖗𝖵𝖙 23B Rorqual M-Class Commercial Plasma Harvester Tanker. Yeah, interesting. And we have Erebos map here, but if I open it fully, probably I will accidentally crash my recording system, so I will not do that. Maybe in later times we can check them on PDFs. So it looks like that's all. So we checked some nice books right there, and it was the first time I did this in English. I will try to make them better because I know that there are other people who does this kind of book reviews. So right now I don't know what is the most important thing. I mean, for me, the most important thing is having those books and their content. So I'm actually trying to draw attention to the quality of the material, like how it's binded, or I don't know what kind of cover they use and stuff like that. But still, the most important thing is the content itself, I believe. I want to talk about this Draconis Strain Saga later, in a better details maybe. Right now, I'm trying to get a group for Draconis Strain Saga to play online. I have all the books I need on Foundry Virtual Tabletop and also Fantasy Grounds Unity as well. So you can check the link below if you are interested in. If you can see any seats left, feel free to join, because it's always easy to add a character into the game. I don't know what else to say for now. I'm thinking about it, but nothing comes to mind. I hope we can meet for another videos. See you again.